Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. This is quite a big box, and inside here is a candle that is this size. Now this is a Yankee candle. This is the 104 grams. It's the small jar candle, so it's not the big giant one or the medium one, it's the small one. And inside there is a summery fragrance. My husband knows that I adore Yankee candles, so he picked me up a 2-pack of very summery fragrances as a gift for Christmas, which I smiled at because he had bought me some Christmas fragrances as well, but knew that I would just burn those for the next few days over Christmas, and then I'd be like, well, I want to light a candle. So he bought me fragrances for coming up times, and this one is Midsummer's Night. I think that's orange splash in there, so it was very summery. So I thought, well, I will use this, and although they were a gift to me, and it was a 2-pack that was beautifully packaged, you can pick up some really good bargains around, particularly the Christmas fragrances that are now out of season. Split them down and you can make 2 separate gifts. So summery fragrances, that means summery paper. And I haven't actually used the Cool Treats suite until now. I'm having to be careful because it is in there. I don't know why I've got it in there because, you know, I could show you on the next one, but it is in there. But this is beautiful speciality paper, and I don't know if you can see it, it's got a glossy finish on just the ice creams and lollies. So to me, I was just like, oh, lollies and ice creams are summer, and these are summer fragrances. So I'm going to bring out the page for you because I'm using a small part of it. I'm just using the patterned paper. But there are loads of sections to it, and I'm sure, because this is the first time I've used it, the more I use it, the more I will get into it. So you've got this amazing photopolymer stamp set that's a 2-step stamp set. I've lost it. What's it called? Cool Treats. Oh, I am using it. What a wally. It's here, so it's 2-step stamping. So you would do your outer ice cream here, but then you would put the swirls on top. I don't know if you can see these examples here in the top corners. So that's stamped and then stamped over again. That middle one is stamped there and then stamped over the top with the same colour, or you could stamp off. But it's just a gorgeous, beautiful suite. You've got these, you've got the matching framelets, you've got the ombre ink pads. I'm still learning how to use those. These gorgeous sprinkles, so they're not just sequins. They're sort of like little... Well, I don't really know how to describe them. There's tiny little pearls in there. There's loads of little shapes. So really lovely. Washi tape, all sorts. Oh, look, I've left a bit out. But it's a beautiful suite as a whole. And so when I looked at it and I was looking at these candles that Chris had got for me, and I just thought, yeah, there's summer. Let's go with summer. Let's make it. Right, let's get making and stop talking. 8 1/4 by 10.5 inches. That's your piece of cardstock, 21 by 27.5 centimetres. On the long side, score it at every 2.5 inches or every 6.5 centimetres. So 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10 inches, which when you don't jump it, in metric is 6.5, 13, 19.5 and 26. On the short side, score it at 2.5 and 6, turn it over and score it at 7.5, which in metric is, I've lost it, 6.5, 15.5, turn it over and score it at 19. You need to come back to the long side, but where the short bit is, where you've just done these score lines, and score down just to the first horizontal line at 1 1/4 inches and 6 1/4, which in metric is 3 1/4 centimetres and 16 1/4 centimetres. They're going to work as a score guide and a line, and whoops, those score lines are going to be very useful because you're going to join up this one to the corner, to there and there, and you'll see it better when I've done it and I can show you the finished result. But that's going to get you this perfect, amazing, awesome close to the top of your box. So there you go. So that's my line I scored down, and I've created the triangle underneath it in both places. And so that's how you're going to get this perfectly neat, crisp, triangular part. So fold your score lines. Make sure you follow them the right way round. Remember, this one is going to go the other way. Confusing myself here. This is Peekaboo Peach. I really like this colour. I can see that it's definitely going to be a more spring-summer colour. I haven't used it in a while. There we go. Don't worry about these score lines. They're going to naturally pull together when you're building the box up. But we need to get rid of some parts. So at the top, just mitre very slightly. You're taking a tiny little bit off, and do the same before removing that skinny section. Okay, so that's just mitered ever so slightly. Cut straight up these score lines where I jump my scoring tool. Fortunately, that's going to be the bottom. And that is what it looks like. So that's all your cutting done. That's all you need to do. And this little bit here and here. I'm going to put that to one side because I've actually got two layers here. I haven't just got designer series paper straight onto the cardstock. I've got a layer of white as the background. So these measure 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 inches, which is 6 by 8.5 centimetres. So I've got 4 of those. And then I've got 4 panels of DSP that's 2 by 3 inches. So that's kind of the reason why I put this one between. I didn't want there to be a big board around it, which, if I show you this, there would be a bit too much colour. And because you've got all this colour on show at the top, it didn't feel right. This isn't the speciality one. This is just one of the plain pages, but it's still ice creams, and I thought they were cute. Did I tell you what that was in metric? So 6 by 8.5, 5.5 by 8, and the building of this box is the fast bit. Choosing from all of the beautiful papers is the hard bit. Which one do I use? Which one do I want to play with? I just love it. It's just such a gorgeous collection, and I might not use the washi tape a huge amount, but I reckon I'll be using the sprinkles. In fact, I'm fairly sure I'll be using the sprinkles. They're just gorgeous. So there's my panels done. So adhesive on the back of these ones as well. Start putting them all on here. So make sure your ice creams are the right way up. They look so edible, don't they? So although this one isn't, this isn't the speciality paper, there's the other page. So one of them is, there are 2 sheets that are speciality, or 2 pages that are, this is on the ice cream, the other one is a strawberry. But you could come in with some Wink of Stella, maybe on a couple of these. You could do that. Right, fast fuse or adhesive, strong adhesive down that tab, fold it round and push down. That is going to be the back of your box. You've got a flat side, not one of these ones with the score lines. Oh, the sun come out. So fold in your 2 sides and the back. Plenty of adhesive in here because it is a big heavy candle that's going in. And now, so this is the front of your box. When you push in at the sides, because we've got these 3 score lines in, that little one there and there, it's going to fold together without any resistance whatsoever. Actually, oh, look at that, it's holding itself as well. So that's why the score lines went in. How fabulous is that? Right, you need a big punch for this because we're going through an awful lot of layers of cardstock all in one go. You could use a peg. Actually, I wonder what this would look like. That would work. Maybe. I think I prefer the bow. So I've got my crocodile because this is strong enough to go through. Oh, look, it is. It's staying shut. Didn't do it on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of cardstock all in one go. So big, strong punch to get through all layers in one go. Look at that. It's like a hot knife through butter, isn't it? It is, it's holding together. Oh, I love it. Right, the ribbon I've got is actually from the Succulent Gardens suite, and this lovely sort of fabric thing. Oh, let me just prove to you that it fits in. Look at that. Marvellous. But I'm going to keep it out because I'm going to add it to my photos afterwards. I've lost the front again. Yes, that's the front. Yes, so this is a double pack from the Succulent Gardens suite. And it's lovely sort of, I can see it. There's a sort of a grid work kind of patterny type thing. That was so descriptive, wasn't it? A weave, that's the word. You can see the weave. I'm so descriptive, aren't I? But you get one of these and you get, the other one is Sweet Sugar Plum. Really nice, very lovely, very tactile as well. And quite forgiving for me in the whole bow issue. Look at that. I think do you know what? If I could predict if I could establish which kind of fabric it is that doesn't like me tying it up, I won't ever use it again. So that's that bit done. Right, tiny little bit of stamping. We're going to get this on here. Sweet. So, I've lost that sunset again. So I wanted to use 2 punches. I wanted to use the 1.5 inch circle and I wanted to use the 1 3/4 inch circle. So I needed one that would fit inside there. I felt any bigger if I went with that with the 2 inch behind it, it was just too big on the front of it. So for me, when I'm trying to work out which one will fit, I literally just sort of hover stuff over. Was that going to fit? Is that going to fit? Oh, cool would fit. Well, maybe I'll do that one this time. So I did Sweet last time. I'm going to go with Cool. Can you see that? So I've just literally hovered it over and gone, yeah, that'll fit. So I'll have Cool. What block have I got? A B block. I've got Whisper White. And I'm going to go with Peekaboo Peach to match the cardstock in the back. Punch that out and then just clean that up. So I've got my Stampin' Scrub and Stampin' Mist off to the right hand side because I'm going to come in and borrow this block again in a minute. Punch it with the smaller circles, so the 1.5 inch. And then I want to put the sprinkles on. So they are on this sheet here. So I'm going to come in with my little A block. So there's the little circular sprinkles, or hundreds and thousands as we know them here. If you're of a particular age, they're hundreds and thousands. So I've got some Soft Sky, which is also the blue that's in the background there. And just, you know, a little trio of those scattered around. And then these straight ones. And some Pear Pizzazz, which is the green. There's a level of irony in the fact that I've written Cool on a candle. Candles burn. Anyway. They're not edible either, so I probably wouldn't put Sweet. 1 3/4 inch, bit of Peekaboo Peach. I like to amuse myself. Different things tickle me. Writing Cool or Sweet on a candle. I know what it is, it's a sweet gift. There you go. That round there, a couple of dimensionals on the back. Onto the front. And that is a fabulous, beautiful box for an amazing gift. And like I say, you can pick up some real bargains. There's lots of places around that do retired fragrances, particularly at this time of year. So go and grab yourself some retired fragrances. I really love retired fragrances. I struggle to get on board with some of the newer ones, but they make some really amazing gifts. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.